Hi, welcome to this meditation to help de-stress and to help clear and focus our mind. So the first step is I recommend find a comfortable place to be. So you might want to be on a couch, you might want a chair, you might want to sit on the ground, on a cushion, a pillow, even your bed. So you can always put this on pause and first find a really comfortable place to sit. Then, once you have that place, it's all about finding extra comfort in the body. So, right now, see, is there a way that you can shift a little bit? Are the hips comfortable? What about the shoulders, the neck? So you might even just want to like shift a little bit side to side, roll the shoulders out, maybe give a little neck stretch side to side. And then take a big deep breath. You can exhale out of the mouth, clearing out any stress, any tension. And do that about 5 times. So just allow for the inhale to rise and then exhale out of the mouth. And if you want to sigh it out or even open the mouth wide to help loosen up your jaw, go ahead, release, and continue to release. And so, beginning with a few deep breaths of release helps to calm and quiet the nervous system. And then we can start to step into a meditation. So, I recommend closing the eyes to minimize distractions, and I'll close my eyes too. And if closing the eyes doesn't feel good, then you can simply gaze downwards. So the idea is to simply minimize distractions because for most of us, there's an overstimulation of sound and sights. And so, by closing the eyes or even softening the gaze down to one spot, it just helps to minimize the distractions and invites a deeper sense of focus. And so, the whole idea in mindfulness and meditation is simply about being present with your experience as it is. And there are many layers to this and to the practice of being present. So the first layer is just noticing what's happening for you. Often, when we finally stop, we can begin to notice what our mind is thinking. We can notice if our body is experiencing discomfort or pain. And we can even notice emotions that are rising. When we're constantly on go and on busy, it's in a way a distraction from really noticing what's going on. And there's a time to be active and be busy. And then there's also a time to take care of your mind. And so the analogy I like to use is exercise. Yes, the body does need rest, and the body also needs movement to be healthy. Now, the body is normally at rest, so exercise for the body means movement. Now, our mind is the opposite. Our mind is usually busy turning and thinking. Even when we sleep, our brain is busy consolidating the day. And so meditation is really an opportunity to exercise your mind. And so it's a deliberate and conscious quieting down of the mind. And by doing that, it helps to create some space. And so it's in that space that not only can we move into a deeper calm, but it also allows for creative insights to come through. And this is why research has shown that meditation helps with creativity and innovation. And so by taking 5 or 10 minutes to consciously quiet the mind, it also helps to create that space. So there are many ways to facilitate this process of quieting the mind and being present. And that's what it's all about, being present. So the method I'll share with you is a simple tool that you can do anywhere, and all you need is yourself. No electronics, nothing else, just you. So that is why the breath is often used and talked about in a meditation. So the big idea is simply your breath is always happening right now, as long as you're alive. Therefore, it's a really simple tool to anchor you back into the now, to come right here, right now. And so begin to follow your natural inhale and natural exhale. And you might find it helpful to place a hand on your core, your gut. And then you can also feel the breath. And you might also want to place a hand on the heart. And so really feeling the full depth of your breath. And so the idea is to place all of your focus and attention on the rise and the fall of your breath. Now, what happens is that we're human and our brain tends to run off down a thought trail. And so the whole exercise or practice of meditation is increasing that awareness, noticing when you're with your breath, noticing when you drift off to thought, even noticing what thought is rising up. Often what rises up, it could be really important. It could be something that needs to be released, to be cleared. And it could simply be a random, repetitive thought loop that can be quickly dropped. And so the whole practice is to return to the breath. And so whether you set an alarm for 5 minutes, 10, 15, or more, the practice is notice your inhale and your exhale. Stay with the breath. And when you drift away, notice where you go. And sometimes you might fall down a thought trail for quite a while before you catch yourself. And that's okay. That's all part of the practice. That's all part of meditation. So please remember, it's impossible to meditate wrong. the mere fact that you set time aside to take care of your mind, there is benefit right there. And in time, you will notice your awareness expanding all the time, helping you notice the first signs of stress when you start to feel overwhelmed or clenched up in the jaw or eyes or neck. And as you begin noticing things more, you can immediately take a deep breath, release the tension. Sometimes getting up away from work, taking a stretch, a walk around the block, or 5 or 10 breaths to help reset and refocus. So let's focus now on taking about 10 more breaths. And if you're drifting, simply come back. And take another breath. And then take a moment just to notice how you're feeling, an overall sense. And so sometimes this practice can leave you feeling calm or energized. And there can be days where the practice leaves you frustrated or some other emotion. So it's just to notice that things fluctuate. And part of meditation and mindfulness is cultivating our ability to be present with all the fluctuations of emotions, thoughts, external circumstances. So it's really a helpful tool to help us expand our tolerance, to expand our ability to return to calm when life gets hectic. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. And what I recommend is you can put this on pause at any time, or once you close it, you can always set your alarm for an extra 5 or 10 minutes to really engage in the practice. And if it helps you to have calming music in the background, you can do that too. So it's important to give yourself the supports you need to help your mind relax. I wish you a wonderful day and thanks for being here.